JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 31. This question is based on Thomas Hardy's The Mayor of Casterbridge. The goal of the novel is to expose the A. Effect of poverty on human behavior, B. Life of debauchery of farmers and sailors, C. Predicament of women, and D. Influence of environmental and morality in human conduct. The answer to this question is D. Influence of environmental and morality in human conduct. An example of this can be seen in the various actions taken by some of the characters as a result of the environment they found themselves in. Such as when Henchard was at the auction, he got drunk to the point that he sold his wife and daughter against his better judgment. So we can see from this instance that some actions taken by the characters in the novel were influenced by the environment they found themselves in. So like I said earlier, the correct answer to the question is D. Influence of environmental and morality in human conduct. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 32. This question is based on general literary principles. Persona refers to the A. Central character in a play, B. Voice of the character, C. The image a character presents, and D. The personality of the character. To understand and select the correct answer to this question, let us first of all define what a persona is. Generally, persona is the aspect of a person's character that they show to other people to present a certain impression or image that is different from their personalities or main character. In this case, a persona can be a specific image a character presents. Please note the use of the word image in the definition of persona. It therefore means that the correct answer to this question is C, the image a character presents. Persona therefore refers to the image a character presents. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 33. This question is based on general literary principles. The three main unities in drama are those of options given are A. Action, time, and place, B. Time, space, and action, C. Place, time, and space, and D. Space, action, and time. The correct answer to this question is A. Action, time, and place. This is because every drama needs action, which can also be called the conflict. It needs time setting and also place setting. The time setting here refers to the period in which the drama or play occurs, either in the 20th century, 19th century, 18th century, whatever century as the case may be. It also needs a place setting. That is the environment or the geographical location where the play or story takes place. So every drama needs action, time, and place that all makes up the settings of the drama. So the correct answer for this question is A. Action, time, and place. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 34. The question is based on general literary principles. Poems that are not written in meter or regular line length are called. The options given are A. Short verses, B. Rhythmic verses, C. Free verses, and D. Irregular verses. The correct answer to this question is C. Free verses. This is because free verses can be defined as poems that do not have meter, rhymes, or regular lines. So among all the options, C, which is free verses, it is the only option whose definition relates to the question given above. So option C, free verses, is the correct answer to this question. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 35. This question is based on general literary principles. An elegy is a poem that mourns for the options given are A. Deceased, B. Bereaved, C. Accused, and D. King. To better understand and select the correct answer to this question, let us first of all define what an elegy is. An elegy can be defined as a poem in honor of the dead or deceased. Please note deceased. It then means that the correct answer to this question is option A. Deceased. Since, as I said earlier, an elegy can be defined as a poem in honor of the dead or deceased. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 36. This question is based on general literary principles. When two statements or comparisons are apparently contradictory, we have an example of the options given are A. Irony, B. Paradox, C. Contrast, and D. Parallelism. To better understand and select the correct answer, let us reread the question. It says, when two statements or comparisons are apparently contradictory. Contradictory here means when they are unlikely to be true. In other words, the statements or comparisons are contrary to each other. That is, they hardly or do not agree. The correct answer to this question is therefore paradox. This is because paradox can be defined as a statement that contains two opposite ideas or concepts, that is, ideas that are contrary to each other, that makes it impossible or unlikely, although it is probably true. Unlike irony, that can be defined as a saying or saying something that means the opposite of what you really mean, often as a joke. Having defined what paradox is, the answer therefore, which is very clear, is B, paradox. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 37. This question is based on general literary principles. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Shelley, Ode to the West Wind. The literary device used here is, the options given are A. An apostrophe, B. An allegory, C. A poetic license, and D. A rhetoric. The correct answer to this question is B. An allegory. This is because an allegory can be defined as a picture, story, or play in which a character or event is a symbol representing an idea or quality. In the case of this poem, Ode to the West Wind by Shelley, spring represents birth, childhood, or youth, while winter represents death. This is because in calculating the seasons, spring usually comes before winter. Also in life or in the cycle of life, birth, childhood, and youth comes before death. So that is what this question is all about. The answer to this question is an allegory because the poet in the poem Ode to the West Wind uses winter and spring to illustrate birth, childhood, and youth, and also death. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 38. This question is based on general literary principles. A melodramatic play is based on A. A melodious manipulation of events, B. Ingredients that bellow down events, C. Sensational plot and characters, and D. The playwright's didactic overtones. The correct answer to this question is C. Sensational plot and characters. This is because melodramatic plays can be defined as plays that are based on sensational and romantic topics that appeal to the common audience. It therefore means that the correct answer to this question is C. Sensational plot and characters is what melodramatic plays are based on. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 39. The question is based on general literary principles. Romantic poetry emphasizes A. The beauty of nature, B. Intimate relationships, C. The love in human nature, D. The romance in human aspirations. To better understand and select the correct answer to this question, let us first of all define what a romantic poetry is. A romantic poetry can be defined as poems that has to do with appreciation of beauty, nature, and emotions. From this definition, it is obvious that the answer to this question is option A, which is the beauty of nature. In other words, romantic poetry emphasizes the beauty of nature. JAMB 2019 Literature in English question 40. This question is based on general literary principles. In drama, a conspicuous weakness in the character of the protagonist contributing to his downfall is referred to as. The options given are A. An anagnorisis, B. A tragic flaw, C. A catharsis, and D. A catastrophe. The correct answer to this question is B. A tragic flaw. This is because a tragic flaw can be defined as a trait in a character that leads to his or her downfall in a literary work.